All right, guys. So we got a Harbor Freight dust collector. Got a bunch of 3-inch PVC parts and pieces from another job, and so it's a 4-inch port here. I just immediately took it down to 3-inch because I tried to use a 3-inch elbow here to kind of make it a little bit larger here at the bottom, but for the space I want to use it in, it's just going to push it out too far this way, and it's going to get in the way of my chop saw here. So this was kind of getting in the way here. So what I'm going to do now is we are just going straight to 3-inch with a 3-to-4 hub right here, and we're going to try to get started. I kind of already started this here. We got an elbow here, so the plan is we're going to kind of got it hanging here just to make it easier to mess with. So we got a T going straight to an elbow over here. I'm going to run a pipe over here, and it's going to hook up to the joiner there, probably with a flex fitting maybe, or I might just hard pipe it in there and be done with it. I'll make a funnel system in there. That'll be another project, but just need to get the dust collection over to it so far. We'll worry about the rest later. Then we're going to run a pipe here. We're going to do a T right here, bring it out to a like a floor sweep, I think, maybe. We might put it here. Then we got to go behind the table there, back over here to where the table saw is going to be over here. Give me a couple of T's and ports and flex connections there. We're going to do a T right behind here, bring it up so we can hook up the chop saw. Eventually I'm going to do like a little box around the chop saw, try to contain all this dust. It's a dusty mess, and I'm ready to be done with it. After we get this done, we're going to do a redneck air filtration system. So what I have here is we got some filters, miscellaneous filters that I've collected over the last few years, and we're going to do like a box fan pushing out, and then we're going to put filters on the side of this, underneath, on probably 1, 2, 3, at least 3 sides, maybe 4. Might just do 3 sides to make it easy, 1 on the bottom, and then we'll definitely do 1 on this side, 1 on that side. I think I might put like a wall right here to kind of make it, put some shelves right there. Next, then we'll do, I got the planer just kind of sitting on this pallet. I don't know why I got this pallet. It was a nice pallet. I thought I would do something with it, but so far I haven't done anything with it. It's about to go in the trash or in the burn pile, probably in the burn pile. And then since we got that table saw, you saw earlier in the video, maybe later in the video, I don't know where I'm going to fit it in at, but we're going to get rid of this table saw out of the workbench. So we're going to take that, it's going to go kind of in the storage over there so we can use it for job site stuff. Portable saw. I don't need it to stay here all the time now. We're going to take that planer and we're going to make some kind of flip table right here so I can use this as a workbench, total workbench, or flip it over and have that planer right there. So I'll end up doing either, I think we're going to put a axle right here. and that's going to be cool. That's going to be fun. So, kind of neglected my shop for a while. I really enjoy it, and really is my favorite hobby so far that I've done, and I just need to make it better, make it functional all the time, so I'm not constantly just working on the shop. It is fun to work on the shop, but it'd be nice to be able to just come in here, work on a project, and not have shit exploded everywhere. So that's what we're gonna do. And work on getting this dust collection. I'm gonna put it on quiet so I can listen to some music, and see you guys in a minute. Alrighty, well, this thing makes a terrible sound. I think I remember watching a video of somebody else doing it. Somebody is shooting back here in the woods. This starts making a crazy sound whenever I turn that on, so I got to figure something out there. I think I seen somebody on another video where they put some string in there or something and it created enough disturbance where it wouldn't make that whistling noise. I'm kind of afraid to do that because I don't want the string to end up in that impeller there. I think that's what it's called, an impeller. So I don't know what to do, but we got it plumbed over here. I got this blocked off for now. Got the bottom blocked off for now. I got this going. I know this is an expensive, unnecessarily expensive way to do this. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not yet, but I want to make some kind of chute that I can just sweep stuff into and it just picks it up so I don't have to use a dustpan or anything. And then this is just a temporary flap for the table saw port. So ultimately there's going to be like a flex hose that comes out of here, goes to the table saw. I haven't decided. I don't know. Maybe I need to find some 3-inch hose that I could go to the table saw. This is all the plumbing parts I'm using. Because I got this set up right now. I hate it. I don't like it at all. I don't like the way it works because when you get in here, all that dust builds up in that corner. You kind of see where the port is right here. Just if it doesn't make it there, it just goes out of there. So what I think I'm going to do is put something on the side of here, put a panel, like some of that 3/16 stuff I got over there, 3/8, and enclose the blade more. And then put a port at the very bottom there. Get rid of this because I can't angle the way I want it to right now. But I don't know. We'll figure something else out. I don't like it. And I'm thinking though, if I do a port in the bottom, I come down through here. I put a piece of wood in here to try to encase this. But see, I got to tape up all this right now, and it just doesn't work good. I don't like it. So I'm thinking an elbow down here, out to the side right here. So then it'll be like a 3-inch port, because most of the time the table saw is going to be around this area here. So yeah. Anybody got any ideas? I sure could use some help. I think for now, I'm going to use this 3-inch to 2-inch port here, this hub. Put that there. Put a 2-inch pipe on there. I don't have any more 2-inch pipe, do I? I might have some 2-inch pipe somewhere. I got this thing. I want to do that here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But just need to get something put together that I can use temporarily, just to kind of keep things going. That's 1.5 inches. Crap. Oh, I got some. Oh, there we go. This is. Oh, sorry, guys. This is the what I was using before, the Dust Deputy. It did okay. With a big shop vac. I got a bigger shop vac I got in the truck I was using at work. Upgraded that. So I think it'll work pretty well. Alright, I'm going to see what I can come up with here. Alright, guys. I think I got it figured out. So, I know. Somebody's going to make a comment. Oh, look at that jank stuff. Well, it's all temporary for now, alright? It's a work in progress. We're just going to get it operational. Then we'll work on refining it, putting gates in, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to put a gate. We're going to go through here, and we're going to make like a plunger system, some kind of something. I don't know. We're going to extend the handle of the gate all the way through the table into here, so I can push it closed when I'm not using it. Need to use it. Open it up. Make my cut. Boom. Done. I'm going to turn this on so you can. Got a lot of decent amount of suction through there. And we got this little flap. That's when it really starts working. But is it airtight? No. It's all friction fit. Got stuff kind of plumbed up. Okay. So you cannot. I just had this laying around. Here's an extra hose from an old pool. It worked fine for the low velocity stuff for a shop vac, but this just moves too much air to go through here, and it makes an ungodly noise. Sounds like a haunting or something. And I just watched The Conjuring 4 last night, so not trying to do that. But it's it's a work in progress. Everything's just kind of put together. I think now that we have a pretty good idea of what we're going to do, how we're going to use it. I did this trying to keep it simple, but I really want to put this plywood right here in this spot. Because I'm not going to have to get in here much. But I do need to use that spot. So I'm going to extend this over here. And then the joiner will hook up to that area. That's it. For this one, I'm going to use a bunch of, I think we're going to do 1.5 inches. I think that should be enough. Yeah, 1.5 inches kind of works on there. So what we're going to do, somehow, there we go. We'll do something like that. And then we'll just do an elbow right there. We'll reduce it all down to 1.5 inches. Elbow there, T there. So we're sucking through both of these. Oh, that one's not even. Oh, it's got a little thing in it. But we'll kind of mess with this. Waller that out, and it'll fit perfect on there. This is my budget Harbor Freight. Yes, I'm so cheap that I even buy the cheap of the cheap at Harbor Freight. I bought this. I gave like $60 for it. Brand new. Because it didn't have the table. It's another one of them things. But usually I don't really use the table anyway too much. I just kind of come over here and round off something or something. That's usually what I do. Got this little connection here we'll use for hooking that up. This will go with the big hose that I have for the big shop vac, and it's a lot longer. I'll be able to connect to the table saw for now. And that's everything operational. It works. I just gotta make it better. But today's goal is achieved. So, dang, I really should have. Really wanted to test it with this. Oh, I got an idea. What can we do here? Let's be right back. All right. I think we got mission accomplished here. So we're going to take, we're going to turn this on. All right, we're good to go for now. Shop's a mess. Happens every time. This is what happens. I do something, and I'm gonna go make some dinner. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you around.